All right, everybody, I want to welcome you here to the Jesters match here on the OS, the open stream at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. We've got Mr. Coleman Grossbeer, who is our current jester, and being challenged by Pete Beshta. In the booth, we got some guests here. We got Coleman's brother. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Bill.
I knew that. Bill Grossbeer. And then we got Mr. I'm drawing a blank.
Jeff Gerald Martin.
There you go, Jeff Martin. Well, it's just the way my brain works sometimes. But anyway, so these guys are going to guest commentate like they did last week, and look forward to a good match here between these two. So I'll turn you over to those guys. Have fun.
All right, thanks, Kendall.
Thanks for having us on again. Can't believe we were welcomed back after last week.
Must not have lost any viewers.
I think their subscriber numbers really jumped.
All right. In classic form, Coleman has lost a leg.
I missed how far away he was this week. Was he at least within a couple feet?
Couldn't have been any worse than last week.
All right, the game is 8-ball. Pete Beshta breaking a 479 versus Coleman Grossbeer 496. And it is a race to 7. Looks like Pete does make a ball in the break.
Pretty good break.
Let me see that mouse there. Nice shot to start out for Pete. Looks like he might be able to execute a pretty decent save here. Might stitch Coleman up behind that 12 ball.
He called the 10 in the side?
Really?
Believe so.
Ooh, the crossbank, okay.
Pretty good attempt. He's still fairly safe with the 7 and the 8 ball tied up.
What does do you even kind of attempt to do anything here for Coleman?
You know, I think where he's at,
I mean, he's almost got a free shot here. You know, I don't really see Pete.
Yeah, the way it looks like it's set up to me is if he can pick that 3 ball out of there,
needs that to slow down.
he can use the 7 to break the 8 out and still have something to shoot at if he can leave the 5 there. But where he landed here, he might be better off playing safe. Hard to tell for sure if that 7 passes to the right on the 15.
It doesn't look like it does, unless
Yeah,
he left that 5 there to carry him off of it.
Looks awfully tight. Now try the 1 ball.
Pretty thin cut here.
One coat of paint to
extremely thin. He would have had to slice that really hard. I mean, that was like kind of headed in that direction.
Yeah.
But it only went like a half inch.
Wonder if maybe the table's playing a little bit quicker than he was expecting.
It's a different table this week too.
Yeah, it is.
This is a lot nicer for us though to actually be able to see the live table.
Yeah, our view of it is certainly better.
Yeah, it's a little easier to see. And now we got the actual monitors next to us set up as well. kudos to Chris Machine Gun Tanis. I should probably publicly apologize to Chris for calling him Chris the Tool last week. Someone told me afterwards that he didn't like that name. So Chris Machine Gun Tanis, my apologies.
Well, hopefully you don't get us kicked out of here.
Well, like I said, we were welcome back, so I think due to the sheer increase of subscribers, I think that's probably why. How much are we playing here for? Is it
300 in the middle.
300 in the middle? Or on the side, as the stream calls it.
Okay. Not familiar with all the on the side, in the middle stuff.
Well, Coleman's got I mean, he's kind of got some work to do, you know. I mean, that 7 might go, but you know, he's got to get pretty good on that 4.
Yeah, and I think the toughest part is going to be, you know, he's got to use that 7 to break the 8 out, which makes it,
Yep.
you know, if it's tight to begin with, it gets a little tighter when you have to do that.
I think he could have definitely, you know, I think he could have went a little harder at that 1 ball to give him, you know, to get himself
Yeah.
a lot closer on that 4.
He's
You know,
he's in a pretty good spot here, though. Pete's going to have to, either have to play a lock-up safe, or he's going to have to do something pretty special to get out.
Could he carry him in that 4 ball? Could he have carried him in that 4 ball?
I don't know if he had enough, or if his angle was too steep to be able to draw into it. It sure looks like if he can get the angle on that 9 ball, I would think that, you know, if he can run square into the 8 ball, he'd probably be sitting all right. What do you do here? Play the off the rail off the 4? Play the 7 off the rail off the 4?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a pretty good shot. It's kind of a natural. I mean, the 5 is there, you know, unless he pushes that 8 in front of it. Be a good opportunity for Coleman to get out in the first rack here. Of course, everything's got to roll good
Right.
after that.
I think you can play it with, you know, not a ton of pace, just enough to break it out. And if it breaks out good, you're fine. And if it doesn't break out real well, you can do something with a safe. He's eyeing it up like he might be playing a 4-ball combo.
The Quambo, as I like to call it.
Yeah, went 4 off the rail off the 4.
Well, that was a nice shot by Coleman, but didn't work out the greatest. Can he get at this 4 from here? I think he's got.
I think if he puts a good stroke on it, he can push it.
Nice shot.
It didn't roll the greatest, but
really good opportunity though for here to, you know, just play.
Yeah, just skim off the backside of the
Yep.
4 and leave your cue ball on it. I mean, realistically, as long as he doesn't push the 4 out past the 12, I would think that Pete's going to have trouble with that 12 ball. He doesn't even have to lock him up necessarily.
Coleman played a couple of these, you know, kind of touchy safes against Eric last week, and he executed them pretty well. So I think I see him. Yeah,
That was
a good
pretty
shot.
good. That's one that's really easy to poke it, and you roll about an inch,
Yeah,
or
it's
you
really,
hit it about 3 times harder than you need to.
really easy to do something really stupid on that. Well, Pete's got to get a hit here, otherwise
He's got to get a hit and a roll.
Nice hit, kind of nudged out right. Real good for Coleman here. Just thin this in and play the 8 in the same pocket. Nice shot. Gets a
Interesting choice to run into the 9.
Little bump off the. I think Coleman thinks the objective is to hit as many balls on the table that you don't need to. Coleman Grossbeyer draws first blood. Are we? Is it player?
Should be player 1, I believe. No, maybe player 2.
I think it was player 2. Because I think it was. Yeah, okay. I'm fairly certain it's player 2. We'll try here. And
got it.
All right.
Still got it.
Nailed it. All right. Coleman Grossbeyer draws first blood. Gets up 1-0 against Pete Beshta. Coleman here to show off that monster Grossbeyer break.
He did tell me today that he thought he had it figured half power today.
Half power, okay.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him go 100% and claim it was half power, though. Little player break while they figure out the scoreboard out there and everything set up.
How many players in the mini today?
19.
19, that's pretty good.
19, and I see a handful of new faces from last week.
See, Craig Fowler made it in. Oh, there's MH over there. Must be hard at work in the pro shop. If you guys need any queue work done, or as I understand, they do some table setups and whatnot as well. Give MH a call at the Mad Apple Pro Shop. So Pete, with a really good opportunity to tie this up here.
Yeah, the only ball I see that might be trouble is the 11, real tight past the 3.
Yeah, that is a little snug there, it looks like. Larry Dasso says, hi, Jeff and Bill. What's up, Larry?
Does Pete have a brother named Tom? No, we actually asked him about that before the match. No relation.
We asked that, and he said his relation with Tom is a friend. Must be a lot of Beshtas around.
All right.
So now we're going to see if this 11 ball does in fact go. And a little snug. Yeah, I'm not sure if it would have went if he hit it any better.
Yeah, I think that's one of those where you basically have to hit it pocket speed and just hope it rolls in.
Now that we see the replay on that, he might have actually been better off like playing it off the 3. I think he tried to just shoot it right past.
Okay.
So the tables turn a little bit, and Coleman's got a fairly decent chance. He did get a little goofy on that 5.
Yeah, from where he's at here,
I think he just shoots that combo.
Yeah, the combo with the 2-7, roll it pocket speed. Should have a pretty good chance of that rolling in.
You know, you do have to make sure you hit that on the right side to throw that in.
He's going to shoot right at it.
I don't mean right side, like the correct side, I should say.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about. He hit it to the right side and it pushed it left.
Yeah, we'll have to teach him that. That might blow his mind that you hit that on the left side and it actually goes in.
I think a lot of what we would teach him would blow his mind.
Yeah.
So starting out very similar to his match last weekend, where he just keeps tying everything up so his opponent can't get out.
Well, yeah, that 13 definitely does not pass the 7. You'll have to do something with that. Might want to do something about that sooner than later, but he's kind of in a spot here where he's going to have to pick off a couple balls before he can do that. And now Coleman's got a ball tied up. What do you do here?
You know, Tom's got 2 balls he's got to break out. If I'm Coleman, I might be, push a ball somewhere where it helps me, and if Tom plays a safe, it gives me an advantage because he's got to play a better safe.
Yep. Coleman's got to get on such a good spot too to make that 7. Like, it's open, but it doesn't just go from anywhere.
Right. I think I'd use the 2 to combo the 7 if you can get a decent, land on the rail to shoot the 2.
Yeah. So is that what he's shooting at? He did something here. I didn't see what he called. I'm assuming he called the 7.
I think he called the 7 and tried to play the combo with the 4, but just put some more balls by the hole, I guess.
Well, he still hasn't really done anything against his favor, though. He's still sitting. I think he's got the upper hand for sure.
Yeah, if I'm Tom here, I would have probably thought about just kicking under the 11. Push the 3 off of it, and then you got the 11 ball. That's makeable.
I think where Coleman's sitting here, do you try to bank the 5 in the side and bump that 3 out? I mean, is this a free shot for Coleman? Pete can't really do anything with that 13.
Yeah, my only concern there is you're giving up the 1 ball on this end of the table that, if Pete plays safe down here.
Do you thin the 6 and try to move the 3? I mean, you still have to do something with the 5. That is what he tried to do, and he did move it. Not sure if it goes. Does 2 maybe off the 11 now?
He might be able to follow the 10 in with the 5 and 3 off the 11, but he's still got a mess up there with the 7, 4, and 2.
I think Coleman should probably play safe here.
Oh, for sure.
Coleman did play safe. Of course, you can pocket a ball and play safe an 8 ball.
I don't know if he was trying to hit the 4, but I don't think it helped him to hit the 4 on that shot because now he's got it tied up.
Yeah, that definitely could have been something that he should have tried to avoid.
I heard Pete call the 10.
Not a terrible two rail kick. Came up pretty short. Let's see what Coleman can do here. Coleman really has like every one of his balls is sort of tied up.
Yeah. I think maybe here you put the cue ball up between the 4 and the corner pocket and kind of shoot that 13 out. Make your 2 and 4 playable. And then you're down to just the 5 ball really is the only one that you might have a hard time.
If he moves that 13, though, every one of Pete's balls go.
Oh, that's true.
Each player kind of went through a spot in this game where they were favored to get out. Coleman doing something with the 11 or the 3 ball. I think. I think that does go off the off the rail, off the 11, but I just don't know what.
I don't know what his plan is with
I don't
using
know
ball
what-
in hand for this shot. That I think that goes off the rail, off the 11 from a lot of places on the table.
Yeah, is he gonna try to? Well, it went right in. He shot that right in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm just not too sure what the plan was there. Because now I'm guessing he's going to bank the 5 to that same pocket, but he's got, what do you do after that?
Do you get that really tiny window between the 2 and the 13? No,
Well,
he
you-
called something down there. I think is he gonna carry him in the 4?
Maybe he hit that window here.
Oh, he did go for the carom. Oh boy, Coleman might have just sold out that.
Yeah.
rack.
Yeah, when he got ball in hand there, I don't think the 3 ball's the shot. I think he's got to do something to spread the 2 and the 4 apart.
Especially now, since we see that 3 ball just went straight in there.
Right.
Especially at that speed, clearly he could have done that from about anywhere on the table. So Pete with a very good opportunity to tie up this match.
Yeah, and 8 ball goes to both pockets down there, so he doesn't really even have to worry about playing to one side of it.
Are you saying that he shouldn't commit to one pocket? He should just.
Ooh,
He hangs the
unexpected.
12 ball. Looking at the replay on that, that was kind of thin. Needed to hit that a little.
Yeah, I was a
more.
little surprised he didn't shoot the 11 first.
He did have a much easier shot on that. Much easier angle.
I wonder if this 5 ball goes in, if it follows that 12 in easy.
If you look on the monitor there, that
It looks
12 is pretty deep.
Yeah.
I'd rather be straighter on it,
Right.
so I think he should do it after this one.
I play top on this, so I don't think he's going to wind up with a great angle on it.
No. He really put a lot of English on that. I think he was expecting the English to do all the work for him to move him around the table.
You call a 3 rail on the 5 ball?
What? I don't know. Did he call it?
I thought I saw him point up by the 2 ball.
He definitely did.
I mean, why not? What? Should we just turn our mics off and go
Hit
home?
What button do you click for that?
F10.
F10. Hit the F10 button for that.
How do you tell if it clipped it?
I don't know. I think we'll just tune into ESPN later and see if it hit their top 10 plays.
Get to hear about that on the way home.
We'll check Barstool Sports TikTok later and see if it's on there. Was that like kind of a half attempt of going rail first?
Hard to tell if he was doing that on purpose or not. Looked a lot like last week. He made a really nice shot and then he dogged the 8 afterwards.
Oh boy.
And
Are you calling it right now?
I'm not calling it here, but that's like the same stroke he just put on that 2-ball.
Oh boy. Well, I'm not gonna say he dogged it, but it didn't go in. That was
yeah, that was not his best effort on playing shape.
I mean, he 3-railed the 5, so did he think he could 3-rail the 8 in the corner or the side? Well, I think I'm calling it. I think we finally have a winner of this game. We'll even go so far as to queue up the score here. Yep. Pete does tie up the game, tie up the match. Oh, hold on. You got a whole bunch of spaces in there for some reason. Done. All right.
Well, Coleman needs to shake that off. He needs to forget about that shot and tell all his buddies how he 3-railed that 5-ball in, and then forget to tell him how he missed the 8.
Well, Pete with his second break of the day here.
My only complaint from this side is I can't see the table when they break.
At least we can see it for, the majority of the match.
Yeah. Well, I sure do like stripes here if he had a starter. I don't think solids are too bad either. You just have to do something with the 6.
Yeah, stripes do look really good. I mean, I guess if you really like that 10-ball, you could, or if you really like stripes, you could try to shoot that 10-ball.
Yeah, if you're brimming with confidence, that's certainly a shot.
You don't even really have anything to move the 6 with. It's kind of a tough one here because if he, he's more than likely going to have to take solids. Honestly, I think I would shoot the 10.
Yeah, I just don't know what he's going to use to get on this, break the 6 out, or do whatever he's going to do with it. Sean Henning, who's playing tonight? Who plays? Is the king is still Ray?
Ray
And
is the king. And who? I don't remember who it said on the flyer. Sean, why don't you come up after your win at the?
I heard it's Ray and Sean.
After your win at the ballroom yesterday. Must be nice to get that first round bye against that stump you played first yesterday.
I wonder if you can cut the 7 up table and maybe knock the 6 out doing that. Draw into it. Sure doesn't look like he has enough angle to do it, though.
Could he just try to bank the 6? I mean, he's got a good window. Little too much angle here to do that. Obviously, you'd like to be a kind of in line with the 10, so like another ball or two up from here. But a ball is all it could be further up.
Looks like he might. Well, he's looking at that 7. I wonder if he's planning on drawing over there.
He still has to get a good shot after that, you know. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing is, you know, when you break the 6 out, you don't really have any safety over there. You're not guaranteed a shot, really.
this is a pretty good shot here. I mean, could he, you know, the 8's in the way, the 14's in the way. He almost can't even really go. He can't even really drift over. He can't go forward either. Off the 3, of course. But does that 7? I mean, is that 7 going straight by that 10?
I don't think so.
Well, he's beyond the point of playing safe at this point. I mean, I suppose he could just duck under something here. I didn't see what he called, but he's playing that 7. I think it goes by that 10. Well, Coleman did some remodeling to the rack here, and
I don't think he did Pete any favors.
Might have just tied up like everyone.
Somehow, with his 2 balls on the table, he's managed to tie up all 7 of Pete's.
Yeah, that the 15 don't go anymore. I mean, yeah, he really did a number to Pete's set here. Yeah, he can cut that 14 over, it looks like.
Overcut it. A really good opportunity for Coleman. Hopefully he doesn't try any fancy 3 rails or anything so he can make the 8 without dogging it.
He
got himself in a bit of a spot here with this angle.
I think you just cut this in. I think he'll avoid. Yeah, he'll just cut this in with a little outside, play 2 rail shape for the 8. And shoot the 8 in the lower right corner. Oh, he drew out of that. I don't know why.
Hard to say from here, but I think he can see the 8, the whole ball to cut it.
He can see it. I just don't know why I don't know why he drew that.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Coleman said he did go back and watch the match, so we better
no excuse for how he's playing here then.
We better cool it with the insults. Coleman tries to. Is he trying to 3 rail that in the side too?
Yeah, just
got in the way there.
A little bit of error in judgment there.
Well, he kind of nudged one of Pete's, moved one of his clusters, and now he's got a nice angle on a 12 to break up the 14-15 here.
Gonna wind up with a tough shot though.
Yeah, he didn't come up very well there. Just kind of thin that 13. Play safe.
He's
Looks like
banking the 9.
Nice shot by
Oh
Pete.
no!
Don't scratch.
Oh no!
Oh wow. That was
That's
a
tough luck.
good attempt for Pete. He had good shape on that 10 ball there to get back in line. Coleman
Chris Pinder says we're like man in Summerall.
should be all but out here, but there's really no guarantees, is there? What pocket is he 3-railing this in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Coleman went for the straight in shot. So Coleman Grossbeyer leading Pete Besta by a score of 2-1. So Bruce Schulenberg versus Jason Gibbs this next match, the night match. Who do you like in that? I mean, you have to like Bruce.
Yeah,
I mean,
week
pretty
in and
much-
week out, he's just been.
he's pretty much dominated this tournament series for the.
Yeah. I do like Jason's game though.
I like his 8-ball game, and I think that's probably what he's going to play. Bruce, of course, coming off a big win yesterday at the Ballroom in Portage. Bruce has really been really been a thorn in the Wisconsin pool scene for the last couple years.
The year of Bruce.
Yeah. Who else won? Tommy Trebetowski from Stevens Point took down the lower division. Tommy Two Gloves.
Good to see him and Gina out playing.
Yep. And Sean Henning, of course, taking down the upper division. I was his first opponent yesterday and didn't really get much of a game on him at all. 5-0 I lost.
Sounds like he has very limited respect for you. If he's gonna beat you like that.
Well, he's pretty much freewheeling around the table, and I'm not sure if it was the lack of respect for me or if it was all the Bud Light he had in the morning. It's one of the two.
What do you do here? Stripes and break out the 9.
I don't even think you really have to break out the 9. I mean, you just have to make a shot down table with it. Once that 12 is gone, that 9 goes. Coleman back to his move every ball on the table strategy.
I don't think it rolled out very well for him though. Maybe he can. Looks like he can shoot the 11.
The 11 ball it is. I think he needs to get at this 12 pretty quickly so he can, have the option of that 9 in the corner.
I think that 9 might go up there past the 12.
Yeah, you got a pretty good angle there on the actual table, don't you?
It looks like there's room.
There can't be a lot of room, though.
No.
Like, if you had ball in hand, you could do it easily. But if you have any bit of an angle on that, it's going to be a pretty tough shot. He's really like to get on the 9 down there. He really needs to make a nice shot to get good shape on that.
I would almost be tempted to go 15, 12, 10
Yeah,
to get on the 9.
Yep.
So it looks like he might be going 15 to try to get on the 9 from here.
I mean, you could try to get on the 9 here, and if you don't, you could just do the 12, you know. But no, I like your pattern. I think the 15, 12, and then 10 on the side, and kind of stun over for the. But yeah, there again, you still have to make a really nice shot. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
He's not terrible. I mean, if it goes clean, he's pretty good on it. But that's just it does look like a kind of a tight window.
It was a really good shot on the 15 with the inside English.
Well, he made sure he didn't hit that 12 on the way in, and yeah. Well, Pete's up to the table here. He's got a pretty sort of open. He's got 2 balls tied up there, but a 5 ball right there that he can utilize to get that out of there. Or
He might be able to break him out off the 4 here.
Well, can he get enough inside on this to spin over? Yep.
He did, but it doesn't look like it broke out very well for him.
Nope.
Maybe one of those he can.
I think he could. I mean, he could.
I think he makes the 6, but you can't do a whole lot off of it.
Oh, he can make the 6 even.
I think he can play. Well, not from here.
Yeah, he can make the 6 from like somewhere else.
Right.
Well, he did try to kind of spin it in there.
Must look a lot better from the table than it did from up here, but I thought he was a little tight there.
I think a little slower, like with inside. I think he might have been able to hold that. Yep. Kind of, yeah.
And Coleman here, I like playing, the 12 with some bottom right and play the 10 in the corner instead of trying to hold it for the side pocket. Sometimes you'll see guys try to get cute, and you wind up in a weird spot.
I think where that 9 is, I don't think you'd play that in the side on purpose, anyways. You'd wind up having to cut that 10 too much. So here, I would have liked to have seen him put a little better stroke on this to shoot the 10 in the side, but I think he
can shoot it in the corner.
He can. I think he's just kind of got to stun forward a little. I think he just has to drift over a little bit.
Yeah, whatever he does here, he has to commit to a shot. That's generally his downfall if he doesn't commit to a shot. He just rolls it in and hopes for an outcome.
Did he call that in the side?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, when he fell a little short there, he really should be calling this in the corner. I mean, it's not a bad shot. You just kind of drift over.
I'm not sure why you were putting all the outside English on it either.
Yeah, that pretty much ensured that he hit Pete's balls there. Well, which pocket do you shoot this in? I think you almost have to shoot it to the right.
He called it to the left, and I certainly like shooting it to the right here.
Yeah, I think the 7 ball could really. I have no
That's
clue.
why
what
we're
I'm
up in the
talking- I
booth.
have no clue what we're talking about.
All right.
Well, Coleman.
Sneaks out to a 2-game lead, 3-1.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, interesting shot choice on the 10 to play that in the side. I think I play that.
After he got that leave.
Right.
Yeah.
I play that in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, all you have to do is basically shoot it with a stop shot and not get behind the 3, and you're way better off than what he did.
That was like, I mean, you had to hold it. Like, you couldn't, you either had to hold it or like kind of punch it off the rail and over. So I mean, it wasn't like it certainly wasn't a stop shot out. He did have a little bit to do there, but it worked out for him. We got a new game here.
Well, this table seems to break a lot better than the other table he played on last week.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot more open racks than last week.
This one, stripes. Yeah, stripes again just because of the 2-ball. You know what? When you break like this and you're playing a match, this is a chance to really, if you can start to string a couple racks together breaking like this, pretty easy to put some pressure on your opponent if you can get 1 or 2 in a row here.
Yeah, especially he's up. I mean, he's up 3-1. A really good opportunity to get up 4-1. I mean, from here, Pete's got to win 6-2 to win the match.
Right.
So, if Coleman gets out here, I'd really apply some pressure.
So what is this pattern going to be here? 10, 15, 11, 14, 9? I believe so.
I kind of like the 14-9 right here.
Yeah,
but
hard to say with the angle and he had.
Yeah, maybe it was a little thinner than what maybe the 14 is a little thinner, but I think he's sitting pretty good here though. If just roll forward, he'll have a perfect angle on this 11 to get on the.
I think
to get on the 15 or the 14.
I think he's in a real good spot here.
I think the key is here just to, if he didn't like the 14 before, is to just not get that same angle he had. And this would be kind of easy to overrun your position here, to make sure you get past the 8.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe he's thinking stop shot or maybe draw it a little bit and try to stay above the 8.
I don't like that at all. I like just rolling forward. He did get right on it.
I think what he liked about this is he can play just a straight stop shot on the 14 with natural position off the 9 to get on the 8 on the side.
Oh, did he?
He drew
too straight on that?
But I think he's still got some angle. Not much, but he's still got some.
That was a nice shot right there. Stuns over, gets real good on the 8-ball on the side. Is he remembering the 8 that he missed in the side a couple games ago?
Apparently not.
All right, Coleman Grossbeyer gets up on Pete 4-1. I think Coleman's going to run out the set here.
I mean, I'm rooting for him, what with being brothers and all, but seems unlikely for someone of his skill level.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I mean, based on Fargo rate, you wouldn't expect him to run 3 more racks. Statistically speaking, of course.
I'm not going to be mad at him if he did do that, because it'd be really nice to get on the road like 15 minutes from now than 2 hours from now.
Well, if he keeps breaking like that, potentially. The only time I've ever stumbled out of more than 1 rack in a row was breaking better than that.
Billy, of course, taught Coleman everything he knows about pool.
Tried to teach him everything.
Well, he didn't quite get the.
Still a really good break, just a bad spot to land. I don't know if he can.
I mean, honestly, I'd just jump the 5 in right here. I think he would only be jumping over like a quarter of the ball, maybe half. And then from there, they're both kind of open. He just needs a starter shot.
Called the 10?
He called the 10 in the side. Maybe off the 1. I bet it. I mean, it could go off the 1. It did not go off the 1. In case you guys had any plan for what you would do for the rack, now's about the time when you.
Yeah, somehow puts Tom in just as bad of a spot as he was in. Or Pete.
Well, Pete with really nothing to do, but
I think he can shoot that 6 up. Actually, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, he can. These shots are pretty tough, though. Like, you're so close. It's just hard to aim, you know. Well, the table's still open. I have to say, if he can shoot that 4 in the side, that's kind of where I'd start out with.
Yeah, I think
if that 4 goes, it's pretty open. You know, you got the stop shot on the 6 for your last ball.
Looks like he likes the stripes here.
I guess if you got good on that, the 11 does go, so does the 10. You just have to kind of get that small window.
Yeah, you have to play some pretty tight shape in there.
Well, shoot that 12 in the side and roll forward a little ways. Should be on the 10 then.
I think we're about to see a side pocket exhibition.
You know, now that he nudged that 8, did that 10 go? Did that 10 go a little bit ago?
I think it did.
Yeah. Oh, he can shoot at the 10 now. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd still shoot at the 12 though. Because now he's got a ball he's got to get back on that he was already on once.
Yep. Yeah, with that 12 where it's at. Yeah. You know, if you shot that 12, you could be on the 10, the 11, or the 15 on the side.
Right. Yeah, that was, you know, the 10, 11, and 15 all go to other pockets other than the side. So why you wouldn't shoot the one ball that you're going to have a hard time getting on when you're like dead straight in the side on it?
Does that one? Can he shoot that 11 straight up?
Yes.
Is he really just looking like what? What have I done to myself with the 12 ball?
I don't think he's thought that far ahead yet. Yeah, I don't know if that shot was intended to get him back on the 12 and he didn't draw it, or
I don't think so. I think
but because now he's got to worry about getting on the 14 too yet. I don't know if he's gonna follow this 15 up. Try to shoot the 14 past the 5.
I think from the angle, I think you can cut this 15 in the side and then roll off the 3. I think you can get a good angle on that.
I think you got a chance of getting stuck between the 1 and the 7 doing that.
Sometimes you just have to apply the calculated collision logic. He could punch it over, and for sure, he should get. At this point, you're not going to get out unless you get a good angle on that 14 to get on the 12. So, I think he just goes for the. Yeah, he put a lot of spin on it, but he didn't really do anything with it.
I believe the 14 does pass the 5. This is like some kind of trick shot, isn't it? Where you jack up and just spin it as hard as you can and get back on the 12. I think I saw it in a movie one time. Yeah, that 12 ball's been haunting him since he decided not to shoot it.
Yeah, he was so perfect on it. That second shot. Pete's just itching to get back to the table at this point.
Yeah,
just hoping that he gets a chance to shoot.
You'd be hard pressed to imagine he could mess this rack up so that Pete couldn't do something with it.
Oh, this is that shot you were talking about.
Yeah, here we go.
Nice. Wow, that was a nice shot. Huh. Yeah,
I suppose you just kick
nice shot.
Just kick the 12 on the side and land on the 8 and you're fine. Yeah, sure enough, goes in that side pocket just like it did 4 balls ago.
And he could hit this so bad that it goes off the 4 or the 2 ball on the side.
Yeah, a lot of good things could happen for him here.
Well, he hit it kind of too good. He hit it halfway in between, like really good and
really good and just bad enough.
Yeah. Well, Pete's just happy to see the table here. Coleman's been up there for a good solid 10 minutes. Pete, I think he got a little nap in, a little afternooner. I'm gonna knock my phone out on the floor. There's no way there's enough room in this booth to get it either.
All right.
Well, do you bank this or do you try to cut it? I mean, if you cut it and you don't make it, you're in a world of hurt until Pete.
He's calling the cut. I don't know if he can see the edge of it. It looks like he's got the edge.
He can see the edge of it.
Yeah, now it's in a terrible spot for him.
think best case scenario, he could have maybe hit off that quarter that you can see on the bottom rail there. Maybe that's what he was going for.
And Pete's in a position now that 3-ball can stay there till basically his second to last ball. Played 3-4-8 to get out.
Yeah.
So he's really not in danger of anything bad happening as long as he leaves that 3 there.
I mean, I personally wouldn't leave the 3 for my last ball. I would, do like 1, 6, 3, 4.
Right. Yeah, 4 would be my last ball. I was just saying you can leave the 3 until right at the end, but looks like he's going to go 3, 4, 6, which is
and that's
probably
that's fine too. Yeah,
probably even a better pattern yet.
Well, Pete should be out of this to pull within 2. It's a nice, firm, authoritative shot there by Pete. So Pete's glad to be breaking again here. Down 2-4 in a race to 7. Well, I guess we're here for at least another, extra 20 minutes over before. At least the roads will be better on the way in or on the way home.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Hey, do not forget to get Chad's shirt.
Yeah, that's your business. I forgot last week. It's on you.
I wonder if he's listening. Well, Pete scratches on the brake here.
Lost the cue ball. Here's another pretty much open rack, especially with ball in hand.
What is your starter shot?
I
mean, you probably have to do something with the 11-4-3.
I think that 4-ball goes. So I might play the 1-1-3.
I mean, you got to do something. You got to get good on the 6 too. I think you.
Yeah.
I think you have to shoot the 6 first. Because the 6 doesn't really go anywhere, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
I think you could play the 6 first and then play.
Oh, the 6 goes up. I think I was looking at the cue ball there as an object ball, but the 6 goes up too.
Okay. Looks like he's going to play the 4. I would assume he's going to play 4-3-5 to get started.
He isn't going to do anything like nudge that 11 over or something, is he?
Well, now that you mentioned it. Is he playing the 11?
Oh,
my golly, we were both wrong. Yeah, stripes look real easy now.
Well, by golly, Coleman just kind of cracked the puzzle.
Yeah, I did not know that ball went.
I didn't either. We were, yeah.
I guess he'll be giving us lessons. I did beat him both games I played him today.
Yeah, you were playing pretty well for not having played for, I don't know, when was the last time you played?
It was the October.
Carom room?
Yeah.
You didn't. You haven't been over to play?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Just think of all that big table time you could have.
Yeah, I can't get down your stairs though.
Isn't it amazing I'm not like a 700? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I roll out of bed and I could play pool all day. But why would I do that?
Yeah. Why waste your time doing that?
I haven't really played much in the last couple of weeks, but on Monday, tomorrow, I'm really going to go back at it. I got that big team tournament at the ballroom next weekend.
Yeah, you'd hate to disappoint anyone.
Yeah, exactly. That really is why I don't play team tournaments. I just,
Yes,
I'll travel all over Wisconsin and just embarrass myself by myself. But like, I just don't like doing it for team.
Yeah, Jeff Martin, people pleaser.
Yep.
So I think it looks like he's looking at 9, 15, 13, leaving the 14 for his last ball. He just got to make sure he gets out so he doesn't have to shoot the 14 and then try to get on the 8 off the 13.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, regardless, he really needs good shape on this 13, and he got pretty good on it. Is this just a stop shot, or does he have to drift?
I think he can.
Over?
I think he's going to wind up drifting with it. I'd maybe. This is one where I would actually maybe aim at the 7 ball.
Yeah.
Use that to stop me.
Just hit it in the face. Ooh, the announcement just came in. Carl Schmidt is getting drawn for the break pot.
We're a pretty solid break pot over here, don't they?
I don't know. I haven't. Is this cumulative from like every mini night, or is each mini?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have their own.
Once I can get around the table without a crutch, maybe we'll have to come over and check it out.
Did we get drawn?
Sure did.
Yeah. Okay.
Cashed in.
Oh
wow! He
well,
drew the heck out of that.
He made sure he got a very clean shot at the 8. That is one. I mean, it's kind of touchy because you really only had to do it like a couple inches. But it's hard to just do that a couple inches, especially on a table that you're not too familiar with. Well, Coleman misses that 8. I mean, it wasn't a hard one to miss, so.
Yeah, that's that 1 or 2 inch, 3 inch draw it's a tough shot unless you practice it.
I was just gonna say that's something that like you really need to practice and get very comfortable with. But and again, it's like so contingent on the table.
Yeah, and it comes up a lot more than you would think.
And this table, like, you can't really tell in the stream, but I mean, they could recloth this table any day now. And they kind of made that comment a couple weeks ago. Kendall and MH were saying that they need to recover these tables. So that shot is kind of tougher on, worn cloth.
Yeah.
Well, Pete's really only main concern is the 6 ball here, but I mean it's really not bad. And I mean,
you think you use the 4 ball to get on it here, or do you just save it for your last ball?
No, I think I shoot the 6 here. I'm sorry. I think I shoot the 5 here to try to drift over for the 6, and then you have the 4 if you don't get on it.
Don't think he wanted it there.
Yeah. Oh, you hear the song on the radio? You know what this reminds me of?
Can't wait to hear.
Being in a bonus, a feature on Money Storm. My favorite slot machine. Well,
That might
no.
just a little bit short of that being a problem for Coleman. That's basically the same shot Coleman had on the 8, just that real tough.
Yep. Yeah, it was. And Coleman, I'm going to say he dogged this one.
Yeah, he seems to be struggling today.
It almost looked like he had left on that. I couldn't really tell, but it looked like he had left English on that.
The only thing he's got going for him here is this is going to be a pretty thin cut for Pete. Be hard to not wind up on the end rail.
That's a really nice shot. I thought that was going to be thin enough where he'd have to like really let go of the cue ball.
Ooh. Looks like that pocket's playing awfully tight today.
Yeah, Coleman is really fortunate to get back up to the table.
Yeah, he's got to
here.
be pretty happy that he's back up here.
Unfortunate for Pete. That would have been such a big momentum change. Kind of, didn't
Player 2.
Coleman win? Didn't Coleman have an opportunity to go up 5-2 against Eric, and then he missed a semi-easy ball to go up 5-2, and then Eric got within 1. Maybe I'm not remembering that correctly.
Yeah, he had a chance to make that same thing. Had a chance to make it 5-2. Gonna take a player break here.
Ken Johnson asking a question here. When player has cue ball in hand and sets the cue ball onto the table, then uses pool cue to slide the cue ball into place, would that be considered a foul? Why is it not?
Yeah.
Clearly using the cue to position placement. Just would like to know. Ken, it's actually that's not a foul. Even it used to be a foul if like your ferrule touches it.
Yeah, there's some real
but that's no longer. You need to make a forward stroking motion for that to be a foul.
Yeah, I think that was an attempt to get rid of like a ticky-tack foul.
Yes.
Where as long as you're not attempting to make a shot while you're positioning your cue ball, it's not, not a foul. Well, players on break. Any thoughts on Jason Shaw knocking off the straight pool record?
Oh, wow. 714 balls.
I don't know if I could walk around the table that long.
Do you know how long he said it took?
No.
It was like 2 hours and 38 minutes or something like that.
I mean, he shoots fast.
I heard, when John Schmidt first broke the record with his, was it 626?
626, yeah, I believe.
So he beat Willie Mosconi's run of 526. I remember John saying, like, when you first start playing, you have to just kind of really shoot kind of quickly to get in a rhythm. I mean, that would just be mentally exhausting if you really try.
Yeah.
You know, if you really put too much thought into the patterns every single rack.
Yeah, and from what I've seen of Jason Shaw, he's a very strong straight pool player, so I'm sure that helps in the sense where, someone who doesn't play it a lot has to sit and really grind over every shot and figure out what they're doing. And someone like you, just get up there a natural talent and knock
exactly.
a couple hundred in, but no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty impressive feat.
I mean, that's 714 ball, like almost 50 racks, 48 racks of pool.
Yeah. What's up, Eric Colvin? Nice to see you watching. One of these days I'll have to get up to Eau Claire and we'll have to play a little bit.
I don't know who that is. Do I know that?
I'm not sure. I met him down at the pool hall in Marshfield.
Okay, and that was kind of before my day.
Yeah.
You know, I think I had kind of just started playing back.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's where I cut my teeth.
Yeah.
Was
Of course, that was
a BCA power rated, the same kind of point system that Dean Resler uses with Robert Hovick.
what was that place called? Break. Rack and roll billiards.
Yeah, rack and roll, and then had some new owners. Changed to Wild Side Billiards.
Was that Jim then?
No, still rack and roll when Jim had it.
Okay. So someone else owned it after Rob and then Jim?
Yeah, a couple of local guys that one of them owned Wild Side Custom Motorcycles.
Okay.
Eric, we're in Appleton at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on College Avenue. Really nice pool hall. Great food. Pretty much anytime you're in here, there's someone playing pool. Really nice atmosphere. Kendall did a lot of work on the place, and it looks great.
Yeah, it's really nice. I wish they did more. I wish they did more pool tournaments. You know, they don't run a lot of tournaments. They run a lot of minis.
Yeah, they run their weekly tournaments, but yeah, they're not doing every weekend. All right.
That 540 and under yesterday. I mean,
I saw someone said they chopped.
Okay, who chopped? I know Stanley Smallwood was in the driver's seat, maybe. I know Bob Pike was somewhere in there as well, and I don't remember who the others were. Yeah, I don't recall seeing a bracket either. So back to the match here. We are back from the player break. Coleman breaking up 5-2. Another pretty good opportunity here to get out.
Yeah, I think his only problem now is going to be getting right on the 5.
I mean, the 5 goes on either side. Is that 2? Is he pretty straight on the 2 that he could?
I think he's.
No, he is.
I think he's got a little angle going to the end rail.
Well, I think I think he tried to get on the 5 right here. Yeah, he did.
He's going to get on it just about perfect.
That's a nice shot.
So then, do you play 3-7 and shoot the 8 back up the other way?
I guess it depends on my angle on the 5. Can he shoot either one here?
Yeah, he's going to wind up. I think where he's at, he can wind up dead straight on the 7, or he's got to do a lot of work with the cue ball not to wind up in that position.
Yeah. I think he's going to wind up shooting the 8 in the side. I just don't see him. I mean, I guess if he gets really perfect on the 7, he shoots the 8 up, but you know, if he winds up with any bit of an angle, he's going to wind up having to come out the rail.
He's got plenty of room. You know, you just have to get out on that line past the 14 to be able to shoot the 8 in the side. You know, oh boy.
That was not a good shot.
I was just going to compliment him on how much he's been struggling today. He's still, you know, playing fairly decent, but
he did not have to get perfect on that. You know, he could have been anywhere above that.
And he's gonna fire at it. He's upset now. He's gonna fire at it instead of just playing a save.
Is he banking this
Yes.
up in the other corner? He's gonna lose the key. He's gonna went for the double carom off of every ball in the way.
Yeah, I think there you just roll into it and, you know, live to fight another day.
You know what though? I mean, Pete really hasn't got out of the open racks that you know, Coleman has kind of left Pete open on a couple different racks here, and Pete's kind of let Coleman back up to the table. So it'd be nice for Pete to get out here and kind of make this match a little more competitive.
Tighten it back up a little bit.
Runs into that 9. I don't think he wanted to do that, but he's still real good. None of his balls are tied up.
He's kind of letting his cue ball loose here.
Yep. He's definitely going to be a lot of cue ball travel here. He definitely has to take the 15.
You might be looking at then 14.
Yeah, I can see if I can find that here, Sean.
Sean, no. Jeff told me what you did to him yesterday, and we're not helping you.
Sean, that was kind of bullcrap. Didn't appreciate that. Sean and I did a lot of shots together yesterday. Me, Sean, and Dan. And Danny. No, she didn't do. I don't think she did any shots.
Well, Pete's gonna make a little bit of a shot here.
Overdraws it a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still good though. I think.
Yeah, he's just gotta roll that in and.
Do you roll in it? I kill it. I kill it off the rail.
Yeah, this is one where I play like bottom right on it and just not like stroke it. Just let it roll in.
On it.
He's gonna play it in the side.
Oh, he's banking it.
Picture.
No, that's from a couple weeks ago. Well,
not quite. A little bit long.
Coleman once again is going to be thrilled to get back up here. Well, Sean, I'm trying to find it here. I played this too soft. This is, you know, that's a shot where you want to make sure that you get below it or above, whatever way you want to look at the table. He's definitely a little too too light there. Do you just play it safe? Do you just roll up
Yeah.
on it?
Yeah, I think this is one where you just roll square into it.
Or do you try to maybe play a two-way bank? Two-way shot.
I tell you what, I watched
bank
him.
the 8 and the
I was
lower
watching him
left.
bank earlier, and this is not his bank today. He's been coming up way short on him, so we'll see if he's made an adjustment.
Did you not see that 3-rail bank he made earlier?
Stay out of there.
He did not.
Boy,
leave.
oh boy, that's about the best it could have turned out for him, I think.
Yeah, that was. Pete's definitely shaking his head in his mind right now. Is he cutting this up? I think he is. Very nice shot from Pete. Very nice shot. So Pete back in the match, down 3-5 in a race to 7. I think Pete's going to come right back here, break and run here. Oh, Sean says Danny did do a couple shots. That was a good time yesterday. Definitely stayed a lot longer than I should have. Bruce said his drive home last night was pretty bad too. The roads are not good down south either. I don't think. Well, last time Pete broke, he scratched. He puts a lot of. He cues up like he's putting a lot of top on the brake. And just crushed it. How many balls did he make? 3? 4. Made 4 balls.
3 stripes and 1 solid.
That's what it looks like. Pete electing to shoot the 5 in the side here. Makes a nice shot. 6 ball definitely goes there. You might see a first table run here for Pete. Well, Sean said the drive home for them was horrible too. Yeah, it was not. It was about. Pete just miscued. It's about 55-60 for me. It was took about an extra half hour to get home for me. And wake up early in the morning and do it all over again. Drive to Appleton.
All right. Coleman's going to shoot the 12 on the side and break the 13 out.
Nice
That's
shot.
a really good shot. Worked out pretty well for him. I think from here you can play the 13 and just basically play straight across the table, shoot the 10 and the 9.
a little too hard.
Does that 10 go past the 6?
He hopes so.
Well, it sure looks like it does.
I think it does. I don't think he's got a full pocket. I think he's just under full pocket.
You just got to be careful he doesn't wind up over top of the 9. Just like that.
He kind of got down and kind of one-stroked that. Well, what do you do here?
I suspect he's going to try to bank it.
I don't think he can bank it anywhere. What about, I mean, I don't know what he's doing, but I really like the cut.
He called the bank.
Yeah, that didn't go. Coleman's definitely not happy with that. He's really given up a couple racks here. Yeah, I liked cutting I like just cutting the 9 like off the rail, off the 8.
Yeah. I think he had to be a little bit more careful when he shot the 10.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
You know, that he didn't wind up over the 9 where you had to shoot it like that.
And that 9 went in the side or the corner.
Yeah. Looks like Pete's going to land on the 6 here. So that 6 must go past the 8?
It does. At least on the table view it does.
Coleman gets a second chance here again.
Yeah. I think Pete tried to spin that in a little too much. Coleman just thrilled to be back up to the table. Punches it over.
Hoping this 8 ball goes in there. He might be a kind of a grumpy guy to ride home with. There we go.
Coleman first on the hill, leading Pete 6-3, and breaking. You think Coleman gets his second break-in run here for the match?
I think it would boost his spirits quite a bit if he could.
It'd definitely be nice to get on the road now. Coleman waiting for Mr. Craig Fowler to get done shooting. I haven't seen Craig at many tournaments recently. He must be playing over here.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the pool scene, and it's nice to see Craig today.
Yeah, I always like seeing Craig around.
The boss says no Chipotle stops today, so bad news.
That's not going to happen. I gotta bring my boss Chipotle. And myself, of course.
You don't think he'd settle for a couple Taco Bell burritos?
No. Coleman, of course, going with the head ball break. Does he break second ball? I think I always see him. I always see him break head ball.
once in a great while he breaks second ball when he's.
You guys both, like, yours is way better than Coleman's, but like Coleman can hit head ball really well.
Yeah, he hits them pretty solid. I really don't even use a head ball break that often in bigger tournaments.
Your break, like if you're not making a ball, that is like a sellout break.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost, seems like if my head ball break doesn't work the first two breaks of a tournament, I will exclusively use second ball break and never go back to a head ball break.
I almost always try, like, if I go to a different table, I will go back to head ball. Well, Pete's up here. I'm not sure what he's got to shoot at other than maybe the 4-ball.
Be able to shoot that 14 in the side. Stripes really are, in my opinion, I think they're the right ball to have here. Just doesn't really have a good starter on them.
Yeah, it is a real tough shot to start out with. Yeah, it was a pretty tough shot. I think he nudged that 5 over just enough where, I mean, the 6 went before, but now it goes clean. If Coleman did elect to play solids. I don't think you would, though, with the 8 where it's at. I think you.
Yeah, I definitely like stripes here.
Yep. They are pretty open here. I mean, if you get, he'll just kind of punch us off the rail. He's got the 14s right in the side. Oh, he really punched it off the rail. Kind of on the 50-yard line for the side. He's going to go for the 11 now. Which, that's not so bad. I mean, if you get... What angle do you want on this 12 here to play in between the 3 and 8?
Yeah. I would think that would be your...
Definitely not. Well, actually, he might be steep enough to where it's actually going to work out.
Yeah, I was thinking you'd play that. It'd be 12, 13, 14, 10.
Yep. He's going to wind up... I think he's probably going to wind up having to take the 10 next. Unless he overruns us and he's... Oh, he ran into the 10. Well, we got another new game here. Didn't really sell out the rack at all. He kind of, he plugged the pocket. Pete doesn't have... I'm not even sure if he's got the 1 ball. Well, he is going to take the 1. It doesn't look like he can cut that much.
Yeah, it looks really tight from here.
It's a nice shot.
Plenty of room.
He was pretty thin where it was kind of hard to play enough outside on that to hold it. Does have the 2 in the side here. Do you see him getting out on this with the 12 ball plug in the pocket?
I think that's one. He could play the 6 into it to follow it in. I think it's deep enough to play that, combo with it following in. Almost forces them to have to do it now with the 5 there.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely can't. Well, I mean, he could bank it. You know, he wouldn't do it now, obviously. This is just an easier shot with, you know, being straighter on it. Well, he hits that pretty well with a lot of inside English, but he didn't really do much for him.
Play the bank on the 6 and push the 5 up the rail.
Yep, he'll have to try to move that 5 ball here. Looks like he's putting top on it. Is he going to miss that? Yeah, he missed the 5.
Make the 12.
Coleman's probably glad that 12 went in.
I think that put Coleman in kind of a spot here. He could have comboed that 13 and the 12 and kind of started out easier.
He's just got to bear down and make the 10 ball, and then he should be okay.
Yeah, I think, you know, you roll the 10 ball in and you wind up pretty much naturally straight in on the 14.
Yep. It's a good shot. Kind of undercut it a little bit, so he got a little goofy on that. But he can still cue the full ball here.
Yeah, he should be okay to shoot the 14 kind of center ball and let your cue ball go off the rail and out for the 13.
I mean, he would either way. He's gonna have to cut that 14. Yeah, that 14. If you look on the monitor, it's actually a little tougher shot than what it looks like on the table.
It's gonna opt for the 13.
So it's tough enough where he'd rather shoot jacked up over that 8. I liked him rolling that in better than kind of forcing it.
Yeah. Because now he's, you know, not only rolling it, these are cue ball windup.
It was a good shot, though.
Yeah, it was a good shot to hit at that pace. But I think, yeah, rolling it in is a little easier. You know, you don't have to be so perfect with it. And you wind up with a better angle on the 14.
I think he's still okay. I think he just, I mean, you don't have to do anything with the cue ball here. It looks like he's, it looks like he thinks
satisfied.
otherwise. He wants to draw that.
He needs a big bounce.
Coleman's, has he missed 2 kind of longer 8s? He missed 1 for sure.
Well, he missed that one on the side. That was just kind of a awkward shot. Oof.
Well, Coleman unable to close the match here.
Looked like you rushed through that one a little bit.
You know, that was that angle on a diamond where you cannot catch a rail. You have to hit it right in the heart of the pocket. And Pete with another real good opportunity here.
Overcut it.
Yep.
Overcut it.
And he
got a little nudge at the end to help him out,
yeah,
too.
Coleman got real lucky there. Real fortunate to get back up to the table. This, you know, is this Pete's first time playing on the stream?
I would assume.
Yeah, it can't be easy, like just jumping into it like that.
All right, there it is. Coleman Grossmeyer.
Grossmeyer closes out the match against Pete Beshta 7-2. So stay tuned, everybody. We got Bruce Almighty Schulenberg, who has pretty much dominated the 570, 580 pool scene over the past year, up against Jason Gibbs. from Sun Prairie. So thank everyone for tuning in. Do we Oh, okay. We got an end stream button. I think I'm going to try pushing this here. All right, everybody, stay tuned. We got the night match coming up. And Sean, I cannot tell you who the king match is. I don't remember who the challenger is for with Ray.
Derek Scott or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Derek something. I think
Derek something.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I apologize. We just kind of jump in here and help out the commentator.
Help drive down the viewers.
Exactly. Yep. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the stream here, and yeah, definitely tune back in for the night